All right, it is Tuesday, April 29th, 2025. And looking at some of my pear grafts. And this little Yoinashi Asian pear. And this was placed on the 31st of last month, so not quite a full month. But I just unwrapped it. And this is a bark graft, or I believe that's what you call a side veneer. The branch was way bigger than the scion, and you can see it is callousing over quite nicely. And yeah, doing good now. My Ichiban nashi, I guess that's how you pronounce that. That I had done a little bit before that. I don't remember what day it was, but I've got one here and one here. They were done before this. I never have done anything or showed any promise, so I scratched the bark on them, and they are looking dead underneath there. So that's going to be something. If I can get some more scions of this, I'll try to replace them at another time. Excuse me. Moving around the tree, I showed this, I believe, in my last video. Some of my Korean giants. I had unwrapped them here a while back, and you can see that whipping tongue graft is doing very well, as is this cleft graft. And above this, kind of like the Ichiban nashi, I got this Raja or Raha. I don't know how you pronounce the J as a J or not. But again, like the others, these are not showing any growth. However, when I scraped it a while ago, I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but it is still alive. They're still green in there, so there's still hope for them. When I received them and I put them on here, the bud areas did look damaged, so I don't know if it will create new bud areas. I'm not sure, but they all looked kind of damaged, and I'm hoping that with it still being alive, something will happen. I haven't pulled off this yet. This is the Yoinashi. Now this, again, my branch was way bigger than my scions, and I think this was at the end of my grafting that day, and I had these two scions left, if I remember correctly. And I'm trying to do this one-handed. This is almost 6 feet in the air, so it's above me. I'm only 5'7". I can't hardly, just a short boy. And anyways, they're doing good. They're leafing out. This one is doing way better than the other one, but the other one is taking. Eventually we'll probably decide to cut one, and if this one continues at the rate it is, this inner one will probably get cut out. This is a Shinko, did back on the 20th of last month. This was a cleft graft, doing very well, and she's leafing out well. This was a Shinko here also, down below that. Now this was a I'm not sure, again, like the other one, I'm not sure if this is called a bark graft or side veneer, but it's actually, this was almost like a cleft graft but done off center. It was more than a bark graft. I'm remembering what I did now. That's why it looks like it does. Basically a cleft graft but done way off center, over closer to the edge, kind of in between a cleft graft and a bark graft. But there was some wood, you see right there was some wood left there was some wood between the grafting area instead of just the bark peeled back and the scion placed and then wrapped up. It's actually split. So that's still, I guess, a type of cleft graft. It's just not split down the middle like you normally would. And so Chojuro, I just unwrapped this one. Now this was a bark graft, and you see it's coming along pretty nicely. This was done on the 31st of this last month. Shin Lee. Now I unwrapped this the last time I did this video. This is a cleft graft, doing very nice. It's probably, what, a month and a half, almost 2 months now, month and a half old. And this other Shin Lee was a whip and tongue graft, doing very well. So you see the Shin Lees have put on close to nearly a foot of growth. And actually, I pinched this one back, and I pinched these two back. These would have been just, way up here also, but I did pinch them back a little bit. They were real tender and getting way too long, and I just didn't want to take a chance, so I just pinched them back. I'll leave that one on there for right now, but I could take and just, we could pinch it back also. Don't ever be scared to do that. It's, I don't want this, since it's so new, I don't want it to get so long and heavy that it snaps off down here. Anyways, this here is also Chojuro. Now this is a kind of like the other one we showed a while ago. This is an off-center cleft graft, and it's healing up. So anyway, so that's my Asian pear grafts on this tree here. Okay, so this is another tree. The one we was looking at a while ago is over there. I have a Chojuro and two Yoinashis I did this year on this tree. And so my Chojuro, and I just unwrapped these just now. My Chojuro is a cleft graft, and she's doing pretty good. And there's two Yoinashi. There's one branch coming up that forked, and I just went ahead and put two. Now here's your let's see, I can't hardly tell. I do this every time I get out here. My son glares on my phone, and I can't tell if I'm getting y'all a good shot or not. There's the cleft graft on that Yoinashi, and you can see the callousing. It's doing very well. It's going to heal up nicely. And going back to that Chojuro. All cleft grafts, and they're doing pretty good. Now these are at the bottom of on the bottom branches of a bigger tree. I've got other grafts and stuff on here. So apical dominance being what it is, the tree's sending a lot of its nutrients up higher. So these will develop and come out slower, but they're doing good. They're doing good. We're going to look at another tree. Okay, been a little pressed for time. I haven't unwrapped these yet. This is the third tree here that I did with these grafts. Chojuro, if you've watched my other ones, my other videos before, there's 3 Chojuro grafts on this branch, and every one of them are looking pretty good. They're taking and callousing underneath the plastic there, and on the other side of the tree, moving a little bit slower, but still doing good. The Yoinashi, 3 of them here now. It could be the type of pear tree that I'm putting them on. Different root stocks can affect them differently, and you see that I've got that first tree I showed all them grafts on was an Orient pear, and these two here, these last two, I'm getting mixed up. One of them is actually a calorie pear, and the other one, oh Lord, I cannot remember, but I bought these specifically for rootstock. I believe that's my calorie pear over there, and I cannot remember what this is, but different rootstocks will affect your grafting, and as far as sometimes certain cultivars that you're going to graft onto that rootstock may not take as well or take as quickly. Also, just being in different parts of the yard, different amounts of sun, just like these two girls are on the south side of my tree. They're getting a little more sunshine. You want to protect them first, but they are getting that light, whereas this is on the straight north side of this tree, and so they're pretty much in shade on these particular grafts on this side of the tree. So that all makes a difference. This tree has also got more pears and bearing more than the other tree, so it's going to affect the little grafts that are down low, like I was talking about, the apical dominance. Apical dominance. Whew, can't talk straight. But you see it's got pears on this tree. I believe these are my Sweet Cheeks variety. Anyways, I've got some other, there's a little pear I grafted last year. I cut some, had three branches coming up from the bottom. Every one of them I grafted, but I cut one off to give the others a little more of a chance. Now this is Moon Glow. Did the same thing with this one over here. It's still got all three branches coming off from the bottom. This one is these two, I think I said last year, these two were actually grafted in 22. So 2022. I've got one over here. Most of these are grafted onto wild little pear suckers, probably from Bradford's in this area. This is a Magnus that I just grafted this year, the 10th of last month. And look at that little thing. There's another one of this year's grafts. This is an Anjou, I believe how you say it. I don't know if that's I believe it's just a green Anjou. A-N-J-O-U. And here we have an Ayers little graft. So, anyways, doing well. I'm proud of them. Can't wait for them to get after it. But of course, when you do this, you're looking 3 to 5 years down the road before I start seeing any fruit. So, hope you like that. I know it's kind of a long video, and I haven't made a video in a few days, so there you go. God bless.